Restaurants, taverns, and roadside parks have long been traditional spots to hear music. These days, we enjoy many forms of recorded music, from stereo radio to records and tapes. But as you will see, the love of music is not new to our generation. Inside the jukebox cabinet, a small automatic player selects, loads, and then plays the chosen 45 record. Jukeboxes are not the first automatic music players. Before the invention of the record player, coin-operated music machines could be found in restaurants, candy kitchens, or taverns. This type of automatic music machine, called an orchestrion, saw its heyday between 1910 and 1930. At first glance, the orchestrion may remind you of a player piano, but as you can hear, there are a lot of other sounds besides that of a piano. An orchestrion is actually a small automatic orchestra. Like the player piano, the orchestrion's music is written on a roll of paper. The holes in the paper allow a stream of air to enter. This puff of air may in turn move a piano hammer or release a trap that activates a drumstick, or any number of noise-making devices, each one unique to a certain style orchestrion. Like the jukebox, orchestrions played a variety of music. To change the song, all that was needed was a new roll of music. A store owner usually found that an orchestrion helped draw customers, and because they were so popular, usually paid for themselves quite quickly. Some of the coin-operated music machines found in restaurants and taverns were not exactly orchestrions, collector Harvey Roehl explains.
Link is a very famous automatic piano that's coin-operated, and they were used in the same types of places that you would see jukeboxes today.
The Link player was built by the father of the late Edwin Link of Binghamton. Originally, this played in an ice cream parlor in Port Crane, New York, and later in a roller rink in Shenango Forks. What catches your attention on the Link player is the unusual arrangement of the player paper. It actually works and rarely becomes tangled, although it certainly looks strange. Another of Harvey's unusual-looking machines is called the Violino Virtuoso. This automatic violin playing machine is in a class all by itself. The Violino Virtuoso was built in 1925 by the Mills Novelty Company, which was famous for building gambling machines and arcade equipment. This one saw service in the Alps restaurant in Seneca Falls, New York. most magnificent machine in Harvey's collection. It is a fairground organ, which was built by the Gaviola Company in France in 1904.
Now that machine is sort of a cousin of a pipe organ, and it's also a relative of a player piano, and it's a very close relative of a merry-go-round organ, like we have here in Binghamton at Ross Park and Recreation Park.
Organs were used in places where a lot of volume was needed, like a skating rink. This Wurlitzer-style 146 band organ was built in 1936. It was used on the carousel at the Enjoy Park in Endicott. After this organ was removed from its merry-go-round, the carousel was moved to Highland Park, where it still remains. The fact that this Wurlitzer-style 146 band organ was the very last one built points to a fact that brought about the end of an era of automatic music machines. Harvey explains what happened to change the popularity of these machines.
The main reason was because radio started to become very popular in the early 1920s, and the public started to turn its attention to other things. And these machines like this they just became sort of obsolete and became forgotten, and then it's up to people like me who like them to go out and dig them out of obscure places and put them back in working order again. But I guess the radio and the phonograph really started to amount to something pretty good in the 1920s. And so the American public turned their attention to newer technology.
Harvey began collecting music machines as a hobby. However, he now happily combines hobby with business. His expertise has allowed him to publish books on restoring and repairing just about any type of music machine. Where did Harvey's fascination with these machines begin?
When I was about your age, I heard a player piano for the first time, and I always wanted one. But I had to get a little bit bigger and have some money in my pocket and be able to do my own thing before I could have one. And then later on,